Peace. My name's Jihad Amos Muhammad, a.k.a. Jit, from Tampa, Florida, out of them College Hill projects, top of the alley, apartment 529, Deuce and Lake, all day. All right, here's another hood story. It was 1980-something. While chilling in Holland Pine with the homies, Ray Mack, Fat Boy, Remus, Maurice, and Cuzzo Jetball. We was on 48, but we decided to go on 49. At that time, Jetball had an old school, I don't know if it was a 6.4 Chevy or something. It was an old school white Ghost, white old school. And we go on 49th by Maurice People House. And while chilling on 49th, Maurice's little brother run through the cut. And he said, they robbing on 48. The Jack boys on 48, they robbing. So I think they ushered him in the house or something like that. But me being who I am, you know, I took legit for his word. And so after he said that and they ushered him in the house, Maurice, I seen the old school hit the corner. And when they hit the corner, I seen a familiar face driving the car. And it was the homie Vince Hop. Rest in peace. May Allah be pleased with him for the good he did while he was among us. Vince Hop, the homie. And so I knew Vince Hop. I knew his family. He knew my family. Him and my brothers used to do business together, you know, pertaining to them pit bulls and so forth and other things. But anyway, when I see Vince Hop hit the corner driving, and he threw up a little, you know, like telling me what he's about to do, I'm like, nah, you know. So the homies don't, you know, I only alerted them and let them know, hey, man, look, tighten up. Now I told Ball, tighten up, man, you know, whoa, you know what I'm saying? You know, the car was suspect, right? So you see about 4 or 5 heads in the car. So you know they've been in the corner like they was bending, and you know they up to no good. So when they pull up, a long truth short, when they pull up, the dude in the passenger seat say, who got it? And so you know, I'm looking at him and say, nah, we don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? What you mean? You know what I mean? Who got it? Who got it? So before he said a few more words, but he jumped out the car. All the doors on the car open. So they pulled their scrap. Dude in the passenger seat, I won't say his name. I might say your boy. But anyway, he jump out. He throw the tech. He waved the tech at everybody. And the dude that stayed in them duplexes, I don't know if his name was Eddie or Donnie or something, but I think it was Eddie or something like that there. The dude that he's a settler or something. And he stayed right in front of Maurice them and them duplexes. And the dude in the passenger seat with the tech, I think he had a Tech 9, and he went at him. And I think he let off a shot. But the dude cut out. Boom. Dude had it. Now the dude was, you know, the dude was scrapped. Dude had it. We ain't holding nothing, man. You know what I'm saying? We just chilling. This day we just chilling. And so he catch a cut. Boom. So at this time, all the cats get out the car, scrap, with their guns drawn, and they laying everybody down. But for some reason, I done been shot. I was robbed in Roberts Park back in 87, you know, and shot in the leg trying, you know, when I bucked the jack to save my partners them. That's another hood story. I'll get to that. But anyway, they laid us down. For some reason, I couldn't lay down, man. And Ball, I'm going to tell you, I got on one knee. Gave up my jewelry, whatever little jewelry I had on, you know what I'm saying? I said, and I tell the cat, they got the gun on me. Jerry Rogers. They call him Big Nose Jerry out of Tampa Heights. You know, And he got the scrap on me, telling me, yo, I said, nah, I can't lay down, homie. I can't lay down. I gave him everything, but he about to go AWOL. He probably would have gave me one. He probably would have let off one or whatever. I don't know, man, but I wasn't laying on that ground, man. He ain't finna shoot me in the back. I already know some of the cats that's with him. I know how they rock. And in Tampa, if you know, the Jack boys down where we at, you know what I'm saying? And I was one of them. They ain't letting you go. If you ain't got nothing, you gonna get hit. If you got something, you still might get hit. So it's a gamble. But I didn't want to get hit while laying on that ground, so I just told him, man, you got everything I got, homie. Don't hit me with that gun, man, and don't know woo, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, woo. So he was whooping while he had the scrap on me, right? So I said, all right. I remember faces. The one thing about me, I'm good with faces. So without going too deep, that was that. They jumped in their car, they peel off. We jumping jet ball old school. Boom. I said, nigga, take me to College Hill. So we go to College Hill. My brother PL was staying over there. So my brother PL sitting out front. And I want to say my brother Ronnie was over. I don't think Ronnie was over there, but PL sitting out front and some cats around him. And so when I jump out, I tell PL, I like, man, some nigga just robbed us. Excuse my friend. I say some N-words just robbed us, man. And and the cat had, I described the cat to him. And so PL said, yeah, I know who that is. I know who that was. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We'll handle that. Nah, man, ain't no, yeah, we. Nah, ain't no you or whatever. We gonna handle that. So I said, all right. But while I'm telling him, the cat's bend the corner. Boom. While I'm talking to Bruss about what happened. So when they bend the corner, Baldwin say, there they go right there. So they ride right by us. Not in College Hill. They ride right by us. I don't know they from Tampa Heights now. At this time, my mama had done moved out of College Hill to Genesis in Nebraska, and from Genesis in Nebraska, we moved to Tampa Heights on Gladys, right by D.W. Waters. I think that's the name of the school. So at this time, we in Tampa Heights. I don't know these cats from Tampa Heights, right? I know Jerry was over there by Tampa, but I ain't really know him that good. I knew him, I remember the faces, but I didn't know him that good. We weren't rocking like that. A lot of time you could see people around, but you don't really know them, but you know the faces. But anyway, long truth short. There was a 7-Eleven. Days done went by. My brother went over there. My brother and the big homie Stonewall, they went over there and hollered at the dude that was in the passenger seat. You know what I'm saying? And he said, man, whoa, you got to, you got to off that jury and all this and whatever it was. So that jury was given back to me. You know what I'm saying? That was taken back. Because we had some real steppers that went over there. My brother and, Stonewall and them, they went over there and regulated, right? But I wasn't satisfied with that. I need to regulate. So anyway, there was a 7-Eleven right in front of this restaurant called the Golden Ring on Columbus in Florida Avenue. I think that's Florida Avenue. And not Tampa Street, that's Tampa Street. And so on Tampa Street in Columbus, right in front of the Golden Ring was a 7-Eleven. A lot of y'all probably ain't know that. They turned it into a fish market. But the 7-Eleven was right there, a little shot from the corner. And so one day me, my brother Ronnie, Big Ron from Robles, you know what I'm saying, that was hanging in Robles. I mean, that used to live in Robles, but he from College Hill, from the alley. My blood brother. So me and Ronnie go off in the store. And in the 7-Eleven, they used to have little games, like a little game in the corner. Right time you walk in and go to your right, it used to be like 2 games right there in the corner. And so when we step off in there, I see the cat at the cash register, Jerry and Amos Busby. And I say, hold up, that look like the cat that, that robbed me, that put that, woo. So I don't know if they scrap or not. I wasn't scrapped. So I ain't want to play hero, muncho, woo, 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 and get my lick back, and nigga pop me, boom. No, I ain't want to do that. So I walk out the store. When we leave out the store, I told my brother, I said, hold up, run. I'm saying, I'll let you, woo, woo. So me and Ron go out the store, boom. Ron said, what's up? I said, I'll tell you when we get to the house. I'm about to go, because if you leave out the 7-Eleven and go to your right and go through the little cut, we stayed right there on Gladys, right by the stove. So if I get to the house, I'm gonna go ahead and get my little woo, get my woo, and come back and and do the thing. So when I step out the store, I tell Ron, I say, man, that's the cat that robbed me right there. That's one of the cats that robbed me. He said, why you ain't say nothing? I said, the man might be scrapped. He said, man, nigga, I'm scrapped.